Hey everybody. I hope you've missed me because we haven't been live for a couple of days. Now I'm just going to try and see. It doesn't really work up there either, does it? Okay, and I haven't got my tripod with me, so you're just going to have to bear with me. So I'm hanging out here in the Qantas Business Lounge, as you do. Hey Kelly, before I fly out this afternoon to Bali. So I'm heading over for just a few days. I'll be home on Sunday. I'm heading over for some work. I'm going over to hang out with a mastermind that I'm a part of and do some more learning and clearing and, up-leveling and upgrading. And I guess what, hey Joe, good morning. And I guess what I was kind of thinking about, so we had a little bit of an incident this morning. It's been a really weird week. Like, I just want to start with that. It sort of started from Friday actually. So Friday, like the Queen Code closed on Thursday and that was fine. And then on Friday, it was just kind of like, you know what, I don't really know what I'm going to talk to all the people about. Hey, Andrea. And I can't remember, pretty sure we did a live on Friday anyway. I can't remember if we did or not, but I know I didn't do one over the weekend. And we didn't do one yesterday. I had a back-to-back day. It was a crazy, crazy day yesterday. So much fun though. But I guess where I'm going with this is like I realised at 6 o'clock last night, I'm like, shit, I'm going to Bali tomorrow and I haven't packed. Now normally, I fly internationally reasonably regularly, I suppose. So, it's not too much organising that needs to be done. But it was like flurrying around and that all got sorted and done and dinner and walking and everything else. It was all great. Got up this morning and it was all just nice and easy breezy. Now, dropped my son off at school earlier and then a little bit earlier than normal. He likes to get to school early. And I got this phone call like literally 8:30. He'd only been at school for maybe 10 minutes. So school very rarely rings us. And it's like, oh, your son has injured himself on the playground. We're just wondering if we should call an ambulance and then you can just meet him at the hospital, or would you rather come and get him and then take him down? I'm like, well, I'm about to get picked up in 10 minutes to go to the airport. I'm flying internationally, so I actually can't, make arrangements. I can't like push out flights. It's not, I was like, oh, maybe I can go and help him and then I could drive down to Melbourne, which is only 6.5 hours away. And it's like, I could maybe, depending on what happens, I could maybe make it work, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, leave it with me. Give me 5 minutes. It's also school photo day today, so just, another thing to throw into the mix of everything. And I'm like, okay, all right, look, there's got to be a solution, right? There's always a solution. So I'm on the phone to one of my best friends. I'm like, I'm calling in a big favour. Son split his head open. Can you go get him from school and take him to the hospital? Because I know that this, it's a type of stressful situation, and this particular friend of mine has always got a really level head. So she's like, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't. I've got these appointments and rah, 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 rah. And so I've got on the phone to my mother-in-law and she had appointments and she's just like made arrangements around me. So that was really great. She was gone and got Jake, gone to the hospital, got him glued up. Apparently it's on the side of his head and he's all good. So I handled it all sort of like, well, calmly, 1 + 1 is 2. And I spoke to Jake just before and I think I was more concerned than what he was. And I said, are you all right, mate? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, okay, how you doing? How you feeling? Yeah, I'm fine. Like, okay. And I'm sure that my mother-in-law will be, feeding him strawberry milk and lollies and meat pies and chips and, Milo and, all those things to make the fact that he's got a split on his head all better. So I suppose where this sort of led to is like, well, we've always, when faced with things that don't always go according to the way that we expect, we've always got a choice with how we react, with what we do and things like this, right? So it was just like, okay, well, there's a solution. The solution isn't me staying home because, other than getting in and out of hospital, what are we going to do? Like sit around and keep an eye on him all day? It's not a major incident. And he can do that under supervision with his grandmother. And so that was all fine. It's just really nice and calm. So I guess like there's these different things. Like if you expect that there's always a solution, if you expect that there's always a way that things are going to work out, if you expect that you're going to get upgraded, then you normally will. Like if you expect that there's, and I mean, like we've got to get rid of the blockages in the way of all of that, right? It's not like you can't just buy an economy ticket, walk up to the desk and expect that they're going to give you an upgrade to first class. I don't know, maybe you can. Maybe that's a limiting belief there, Nicola. Brand new to the airline. Can you give me an upgrade? Yeah, sure, ma'am. Go to the front of the queue. I don't think it kind of works that way. But if we expect that no matter what gets thrown at us, that there is always a solution, that there's always a way out, then in the best way possible for you, in a way that's always going to be good for you, good for them, and good for the greater good, then it's a really healthy way of approaching any type of stressful situation. So this wasn't me over the weekend. So I've been all up in my head on the weekend and actually yesterday as well. So I didn't do a live yesterday because I was back to back. And then also it's just like, I feel like I'm 45 weeks pregnant with this idea and it should have been out freaking 5 weeks ago, right? I feel like there's this stuff just sort of like brewing and bubbling and things that I want to share. And it's just like, rah. So it's like, I kind of expect that the idea is going to be right there and it's all going to come straight away. But the idea had already come out. The idea had actually already come out on Friday night in the bath, and I was not listening to the idea because I'm like, I don't think that's the way that it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to look different to this. I don't think this is right. I was totally doubting the message that had come through, and I'm like, I can't publish this. This is just so weird. So I guess, in terms of expectations yesterday, it's like, well, you know what, I keep pushing for this thing to come out the way that I think it should look, but actually if I'm expecting that, then, that's probably not really very helpful because I was kind of expecting it to come out in a different way. I trust that this makes sense. So the way that things come out and the way that things happen is the way that things are supposed to, and then it's how you react or what you do with that information that's really important, right? That makes sense, yeah? I think so. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit about that this morning and how we choose to act, and our attitude is so super important in any situation. It doesn't cost you anything to smile at the people. It doesn't cost you anything to give out really happy and good vibes. It doesn't cost you anything to expect really good service, really good things, and then it's how you react to what comes in. From all of that will then sort of change your day. So have a good one, everybody. I'm going to love you and leave you from the Qantas Lounge. It is really weird in here. So normally when I'm in here, it is jam-packed, and I don't actually think that there is anyone else here. It's really strange. I'll show you around. Now check this out, right? It's like not one other person in here. Oh yeah, there is. I'll just lie. There's a couple of people came in. So it's like a freaking ghost town. There were some people down there before, but they're not even there now. It's just so weird. So freaking weird. I don't even understand why it's like this. I think normally what happens is I fly out at about 10 a.m. and it's like you're almost like wrestling with people to get a seat, and particularly a seat that's got a PowerPoint right next to it. Freaking hilarious. It's like a freaking ghost town. They haven't even put lunch out because there's no one even in here. Oh, and I have a red hot tip. Everyone should drink sparkling water out of a champagne glass. I'm just saying. And I think that actually needs to happen every day. Every day from now on my desk, in my office, or wherever it is that I happen to be, sparkling water in a champagne glass, it just kind of changes the whole experience. And I actually think it's a lot easier and faster to drink your water. So red hot travel tip from me. Champagne glass with water in it, and come into a lounge where there's nobody, because you can do a Facebook Live without feeling guilty that you're talking really loudly. So have a great day, everybody. I'm going to stop waffling at you right now because it's getting a little bit funny. Oh no, I had another really awesome experience actually. Speaking of expectations, I had a driver pick me up this morning that I don't normally do. I normally have my husband take me out to the airport because it was a little bit of a later flight today. So I booked a driver. He was amazing. On time, the car was lovely, he was clean. Not he was clean, the car, well, he might have been clean, I don't know. But the car was clean, it smelt nice, so much better than a taxi, and cost less than what that did. Not that that really matters, you know, I would have paid more. But just amazing, amazing expectation and experience. So yeah, just like gift yourself the gift of high expectations, because, you know, we're awesome, right? And we deserve the best of all of the things. Andrea, yes, I'm waiting for a personalised glass for my water. Yes, I like it. Thank you, Fabian. Andrea, working through the ideas that we have. Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody, I'm going to head off now. I will come to you most likely live from Bali, maybe even tonight. I'm just going to let this message kind of bubble around in your psyche and in your waters, so to speak, over the next few hours. I'll let you know how I go later on today, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a way that we can work together one-on-one should you feel like that is up your alley, and it's so freaking exciting. I am just saying, it's like next level exciting. So I'm going to love you and leave you and talk to you later on. Have fun, and I'm sure I'll share with you my observations from the very empty Qantas lounge as the afternoon progresses. Take care, everyone. Talk to you soon.